Hi everyone, I'm using the Gilded Tarot for a reading from Tuesday the 8th of April through to Sunday the 13th of April. So I'm setting the intention for a reading for the highest and greatest good for the collective or anyone who views this video, and as always, take what resonates and just pop the rest to one side and just see what unfolds. So I'm asking for a card for Tuesday. We have the 10 of Cups. Wednesday, the Moon. Thursday, the 8 of Pentacles. Friday, the 6 of Cups. Saturday, the Strength card. And Sunday, the Hermit. And the Empress also wishes to come out for Sunday, and the Sun and the Fool. Okay, so we have for Tuesday the 10 of Cups. What a beautiful card, and you can see there such a beautiful scenery of two people coming together, living their greatest and happiest life. And that is at the core, that is our core vibration. Yesterday, Monday, Mercury moved direct in Pisces, conjunct the North Node. So we are receiving intuitive downloads. We're being asked to allow our intuition to guide us and to really listen to our emotions, what emotions may be coming to the surface. Our emotions are our guides. So when something creates happiness inside us, we know we are moving in the right direction. If something is causing some kind of discord within us emotionally, we know to take a step back and just to rest and pause and just wait until we are feeling in alignment again. And before we even move forward, there is no rush. We are being asked to really take our time and listen within for our guidance. So Monday, powerful day of Mercury. We have survived the Mercury retrograde. Venus still in her retrograde, and moves direct on Friday. So those two very close planets to Mother Earth have been asking us to go within and to look at where we are not committed to ourselves, where we have those limiting beliefs and behaviours, to really look at that and to ask ourselves, well, are we facing what are we focusing on? Are we focusing on our doubts and maybe our old patterns of putting everyone first? Especially with the full moon in Libra is drawing us in now, the energy of the full moon in Libra, and that is about how we perceive others. So if we are in that place of, if somebody's upset, we take it personally, and we start to really worry about that, when in actual fact it's nothing that we have done, it's something that's going through their own system. So as we start to untangle ourselves from all this and really commit to ourselves, Tuesday we come into the 10 of Cups, which is happiness, and this is Venus in conjunct with Uranus. This is beautiful energy, lots of wonderful surprises coming in, and this feeling of love and happiness and fulfillment. And you can see there the rainbow, the rainbow bridge there, the bridge between heaven and earth. And that is what we are doing when we're happy, when we are in this this feeling, this vibration and this frequency, we become a bridge then between heaven and earth. And so Tuesday, this is a wonderful, wonderful day of really enjoying ourselves, finding some joy in life. We have gone through a lot of healing, a lot of self-discovery, and really worked hard on ourselves. And now it's a time of upliftment and joy and happiness. So Tuesday, beautiful day. The 10 of Cups, the emotional happy ever after card. Wednesday, the moon. So again, I'm feeling the energies of this full moon in Libra. And Libra is the star sign of harmonious relationships. It's the bridge. Again, we can see this rainbow bridge here. It's building those bridges with ourselves, building those bridges that we have long ago dissolved. Those bridges between who we truly are, instead of trying to build bridges with everything on the outside world that just crumble, and they are crumbling. So again, we're being asked to go within. The moon brings up shadow, but also it's our emotions. So things may start coming to the surface on Wednesday. Little things of maybe a little bit of healing that is coming up into our awareness, but reminding ourselves that whatever is coming up is a gift. It's nothing to fear. It's something really beautiful, because we're able to shine light on it now and to really breathe these emotions or these feelings or this lack of control through us. And with the energies changing, with Neptune moving into Aries, and when I visualize Neptune moving into Aries, I see the head coming through the waters of the womb into this earthly realm. So there's this birthing of newness, and we are bringing into the next wheel of the zodiac, and as we travel through the wheel of the zodiac, we are bringing in the wisdom that we attained while Neptune was there in Pisces. In Pisces, everything dissolves. It dissolves everything that is not of consciousness, of spirituality, that's blocking us from our higher self. So things have dissolved and have to dissolve in Pisces. And then we have this birthing, bringing in the wisdom of everything that we've gone through lifetimes into where we are at this very moment, taking the wisdom, allowing anything that is of the old self that is not serving us to be cleansed in the light, in love, not to try and suppress anything, to allow it to move through us, and that's fine. It may take a minute, it may take 10 minutes, it may take a day, but allowing things to just flow as we're moving up into this powerful full moon on Sunday. Thursday, we have the Eight of Pentacles, reminding us to stay diligent, and he is focused there, crafting that pentacle. If he wasn't so intent, it would come out misshaped. It wouldn't be how he is visualizing it in his consciousness, in his thoughts. He is focused and putting all the love and attention into it, and you can see there those pentacles growing and floating above him, as he's focusing on that one pentacle, he is drawing other prosperity to him. So this is keeping our focus. Don't let our minds wander into the past or anything, especially with this full moon coming. It is a chance of doing some inner work, some healing, as this full moon is opposing the sun in Aries and Chiron. Chiron is the sacred healer. So Chiron already coming in, shining the light on anything that may come to the surface and showing us the wisdom of whatever it is, whatever we may be facing at that time, whether it is an emotion, a memory, an old feeling. Chiron is gifting us with the awareness, but also the wisdom that we take from that. And so there is this person crafting and molding his vision into this physical realm. Friday we have the Six of Cups. Again, the Six of Cups is one of nostalgia, looking back. So this energy of nostalgia coming, and these are memories and emotions that maybe we have not healed, that are coming up. And the message that's coming through with this card is we are exactly in the right place. We are not meant to be anywhere else. We are not meant to be in any other relationship. We are not meant to be in any other place but here. Because if we were meant to be in those relationships and those memories that we have, we would still be there. So this is allowing things to come to the surface. The Six of Cups is you can see there that here there's two boys here, and you know so this is taking me to relationships, whether it's relationship with a significant other, or whether it's family, and allowing those perceptions that we have held on to that keep taking us back into nostalgia or sadness to transform now, transform into love, transform into freedom, letting the past go as we're moving, because as we come into this full moon in Aries, in Libra, this changes things. It really is a forward momentum. So there's a dissolving of anything that's holding us back, and that could be our own thoughts, our own feelings that we have about ourselves, that maybe we are not like we used to be, or life's so different, and taking the positives and really seeing who we truly are, that we all are the divine. We're all source energy, and within that source energy there is beauty and divine love, and bringing ourselves into alignment with who we are now and the divine love that is in the core of our being. And this is what Tuesday's card brings through, a reminder of that, to keep focusing on that, focusing on everything that uplifts us and everything that brings a feeling of optimism into our life. Friday we have strength. I feel Archangel Ariel stepping forward with this, and this is manifestation. Really focusing on, as the moon is growing larger and larger and brighter in the sky, focusing on those visions. Look into the moon, visualize your life exactly how you would love it to be, with the full confidence, with the doing what you love, with all those wonderful visions that you have, because the strength of the universe is working through you. And Archangel Ariel is the archangel of divine abundance, of manifestation. So calling in Archangel Ariel, she is the archangel over nature, over the fairies, the elementals, the plants. She is the lioness of God, and it showing us nature, and our everything is starting to open and bloom without any force, without any control. It's just doing it in its own sweet time. And that's where the strength comes, when we allow this powerful energy that's surging from the cosmos to come through us on on a blocked, like let it just flow through us with grace. And as it flows through us without any contraction, thank you, without any contraction, as we hold back and we stop in a old memory of fear or whatever it may be, of not feeling good enough, or not wanting to step into a new opportunity, whatever it may be, allow this energy to flow, this powerful energy of Archangel Ariel coming through, because it's coming through with so much light and beauty and upliftment, so that we are being lifted through this time, through this portal of this full moon energy, into our complete I am, that is at the very core of us, our original blueprint, that doesn't have any fear. It just completely flows like nature. So Friday, spend time in nature, look around at the beauty, look at the colours, how everything is just doing everything in its own divine time. Archangel Ariel is out there, and when we start manifesting outside, we manifest really powerfully, because we are connected to Mother Earth. We are surrounded by that magic of the outside, of the tree spirits, of the spirit of nature working with us, coming through us, listening to us. So Friday, a powerful, powerful day of alignment, and looking at what are we committing to, and making sure we're anchoring this light into every essence of who we are. And if there is some kind of imbalance, to really focus on the imbalance, to call Archangel Ariel in to help us to bring balance into whatever it is that is causing some disharmony within our manifestations. So Friday, a powerful day, a beautiful day of connecting with the Archangel Ariel, who is the lioness of God, and she brings such strength and reminds us how strong we are. And the message coming through from Archangel Ariel is, look at everything you've gone through, not just this lifetime, but past lifetimes, and look at what you've come to heal from your ancestors. You've come from the cosmos. You are here powerfully, divinely moving forward through an ascension. So remember who you are. Saturday, the Hermit. So Saturday, the day before the full moon, is the healing moon. So Saturday, a day of going within, coming into the inner light, and looking at anything in any area of your life that is not moving in a way that is creating happiness within you. Being honest, and maybe cutting some cards as Archangel Michael's stepping forward, cutting some cards from the front chakras, each of your chakras, the back, each side, below and above, of anything seen or unseen that is preventing you from moving forward. And then cauterize each end of each severed cord with the golden light of unconditional love, and calling Archangel Raphael for that. So powerful. This week is so powerful. And Chiron with the sun in Aries. Aries is the I am. It's the first sign of the zodiac, opposing the moon in Libra. So Libra is how we relate to the mirror, how we see ourselves in others, in our relationships. And this can be, it's such a beautiful energy, because as we start to see the mirror coming back, and we see the love that is in each and every person, regardless of how they are behaving, seeing the love there and breathing and staying in alignment no matter what is going on around us. But also the spirit are showing me the connection with our fairy, our pets, our furry friends, the creatures, the animals outside, the birds, connecting with everyone, every sentient being in your reality, connecting at the heart, coming in, listening to these messages that are coming through, with Mercury conjunct the North Node in Pisces at the final degrees of the sign of the zodiac in Pisces. So we're receiving these intuitive messages. It's not going to come from listening to anyone else. It's going to come from within you. Your own personal gifts are opening, and to listen to that. You're on your right path is what's coming through loud and clear. And visualize stepping into that path, into that reality of beautiful light, love, happiness, joy, prosperity. Because as you focus within and feel that, you come into a vibrational resonance with that in your feels, and start to draw it into your life. So learning from everything we've been through, from all the retrogrades, from the eclipses that have been so powerful, from the equinox, from everything we've gone through over this past zodiac cycle, these huge shifts and this movement of Neptune moving into Aries has been huge. It really has. I have really felt it in lots of different ways, of having to really not let to allow myself to flow without trying to control anything, because everything was moving so dramatically around me and shifting, but everything was shifting perfectly, but not how my mind or how I had planned it. So things moving and being able to be flexible in this shifting of our reality, because we have moved so much within us, it's going to start to reshape our reality in a way that we've never experienced before. Neptune coming into Aries is anchoring the spiritual, the flow, the mystical, the magical, connecting our crowns to the higher realms. And as we connect, we go within. We go within and listen to the guidance that comes in the quietest moments. And maybe it comes through in silence and we don't get anything. We might not see anything. We might not hear anything. But as the day and days go by, we start to see confirmation and guidance through synchronicities, through maybe what somebody says to us. I'm finding that people are speaking to me and I've had the thought, maybe a day, maybe an hour, something's coming in, I've had that realization, and then somebody started to speak about the same subject. And so these revelations are occurring now. The revelations of how far we've come and how clear we are becoming, the clarity. And the words are spells. And this is Mercury moving direct now in Pisces. Be mindful of every single word and the vibration in which we are speaking that word. Every word holds vibration, frequency coming from within us, and will go out in our energy field and start to pull that frequency, vibration to us. So being mindful of how we're speaking to ourselves, and I say this a lot because I see the power of words. We have been contaminated with words that when we get something wrong, we are told that's not right, and that starts to affect confidence. When we actually flip it and start to speak about everything that each person does that is good, and praise and give gratitude, then we start to build a beautiful person within whoever we're speaking to, because they start to believe in themselves. And what the message is coming through is believe in yourself and believe in everyone, because everyone is doing exactly what they're meant to do. Even if they're triggering us, that's exactly what's meant to happen. So we can breathe and go within and not go into the old conflicts, words, debates, whatever it may be. We just step back and just allow everybody to have their own perception, and we tend to our own path. And this is a powerful card for Saturday, to go within, to look at maybe anything that's not in alignment, that is causing some kind of disharmony, and do the healing. This is what Chiron is gifting us with. He is the sacred healer and heals the wounds of I am, and he is in Aries, and the first sign connecting to Mars. It is ruled by Mars. So this is powerful energy that we are working with and being gifted with, and it's not hard. It's easy. It's hard when we are not aware of what's going on and we keep going back into the old cycles. It's easy when you see it and you step back and you move and you see things from a different perception, and it becomes so beautiful, so easy, so expansive and wonderful. So if there's any untangling to be done from any situation in your life, Saturday is the day to do your fire rituals, your writing and burning, taking your nice bath, really going within and sitting in silence, sitting in meditation, sitting in the quiet. There's so so many messages coming through in this silence that we will start to understand later on as the wisdom starts to come through us as we're speaking. So this is the Hermit asking us to go in on Saturday. And Sunday we have the Empress, which is beautiful because this full moon in Libra is in air sign. It's ruled by Venus, and Venus moves direct on this full moon. So this brings through a beautiful forward momentum, because maybe during the week and the run up to this full moon, old habits and maybe the way we view ourselves hasn't been, we've been maybe quite harsh on ourselves. Because we don't perceive ourselves as perfect, but in essence we are, because at the core of us we are divine source energy, which there's nothing more perfect. So as we allowing anything, allowing those thoughts and those lack of love that we have for ourselves and the judgments maybe we place on ourselves and the criticisms to dissolve now, really allow them to dissolve. And this is moving forward. So Venus moves forward on Sunday, Mercury moved forward on Monday. So all the planets are moving forward now. So this gives us a beautiful forward momentum. And everything that we've worked on and allowed to dissolve and let go, we move forward lighter. And this is natural. The Empress, this is a natural energy. Again, she's surrounded by nature. She is holding the symbol of Venus, which is the planet of love, of our finances, of our quality of life. And as we focus on this life that we are living as being divinely abundant and prosperous and happy, that's what that's where we're moving into. We started off the week with this beautiful card, and it's bringing through that flavor of stay focused on this, because this is the energy at the core of our being that we're all merging with. And as we let go of anything that's blocking us from that, and we merge in, and it's a beautiful energy of divine abundance, of health. And she's there, the goddess. So the divine feminine, who's been so hard on herself for lifetimes, now taking and standing in her light, in all her beauty and goddessness, with all her spiritual gifts and her mysticism and her magic. This full moon is powerful, bringing everything into balance. And when I see Libra, the scales, it's the balancing of those scales, that gauge within us. And if we feel it moving off center, take a breath, visualize, feel and intend on that scale, that coming back in, that gauge coming back into center. And from this place we have harmonious relationships with ourselves, with everybody, with each and every person that we come into contact, because we are not projecting any of our judgments or criticisms that really are our own, because we are may have been judging ourselves. So we judge others, and we also feel others are judging us, but they're our own judgments. So when we stop judging ourselves and just taking everyone as they are without having a dialogue going on around that person that takes us into a completely false illusion of them, when we have that relationship, we don't criticize ourselves, we don't judge ourselves, we realize that actually nobody else is judging us, that we are speaking to ourselves based on our own judgments. And so as all this is falling away now, and we are not worrying what anybody else thinks, because at the core of our being, we are true to ourselves, we are authentic, and we are doing things our way, which is different from anyone else, and everybody is unique. And as we feel this is the divine goddess coming up, and it doesn't matter if we're male, female, we all have the essence of the divine feminine within, who is now coming and standing in authenticity, in her attributes, in her beautiful magnificence as the nurturer, the creator, the divine creator. So we are receiving a downpouring of divine abundance. And also we have the sun, which is opposing when we have a full moon. The sun and the moon oppose each other, so the sun is shining upon the moon and they're conversing with each other. So this is emotions are the moon, the sun is who we are. Sometimes it can be our ego, so we keep that into alignment. It's our desires. So we have these two powerful energies, the divine masculine, the divine feminine, in most accounts, shining upon each other, illuminating each other, conversing with each other. The sun in Aries, Chiron conjunct this full moon as well. So powerful, shining a light into any emotions, into the parts of us that we are not loving. Because to love ourselves is the most powerful medicine. And Chiron is shining a light on who we truly are, in all our glory, in all our wisdom, in all our divine light, bringing us into this balance with the scales that symbolize Libra. And as I see these scales, always Matt steps forward with the ostrich feather, and if there's anything weighing heavy within our hearts at that time as we pass, we come back and experience the lesson again. So in this moment, going into our hearts, placing our hands on our hearts and sending love into our heart and into the heart of anyone else who we feel maybe have passed over with some heartache, with some discord, really holding that light for them, sending light into their hearts, and seeing everything that has armoured their hearts to dissolve, asking for that permission first, for that soul. And if it's meant to go, it will. If it's not, it will go into the earth. Nothing we send out, no healing, no love we send out is ever wasted. It will go. There's a divine intelligence behind our healing and our love and our light, and it will go exactly where it's meant to. So looking at the relationships in our lives, and where there has been some pain, and putting our hands on our hearts and really breathing into our heart, allowing our hearts to open, allowing any armouring of our heart to just dissolve now. This is Saturn in Pisces, dissolving that armouring, dissolving those structures now that are holding us, holding us in a limiting belief, when in truth everything is in perfect divine order, and there is only love. So powerful, full moon. And there we have the Fool, taking us on a new journey, a lot lighter, as Mercury will move into Aries on the 16th of April. And then as the planets start to move into into Aries, thank you, start to move into Aries, we start to feel that forward momentum, moving round in a new reality, a lot lighter, a lot happier. And this is what Spirit are coming through. Our angels, our loved ones in Spirit, want us to be happy and enjoy this physical experience of life as we're moving through these powerful times of ascension and transmuting lots and lots of dense energy. We're moving into the golden age. We're shifting from the age of darkness into the golden age. So we're going to feel this upliftment. Things get brighter and easier, and we flow, and things, seeing the synchronicities all around us, knowing when we see those synchronicities that we are being guided, we're on our right path. The universe is constantly speaking to us through everything around us in the moment. So when we stay in the moment, we get the guidance, we get the messages, we stay in that present moment and manifest from there. So yes, the Fool, which is connected to Uranus, taking us on a new journey, putting us on that path. If there's any work that needs doing, we will do it. Uranus is the cosmic fixer, and just places each soul where exactly where it's meant to be on its path. So we've worked hard with Uranus and moved through any tower moments that have occurred in our lives. We've moved through them with as much grace as we can, and so taking us on a new journey, and remembering Chiron with the sun in Aries shining on us, helping us to see how far we've come. So I'm sending so much love. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. And today is a beautiful day. And again, it is to really find the happiness the optimism in everything that is occurring in your life. So thank you for listening. Thank you so much. Thank you.